Hi there. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for the feedback that they provided following the video I did of the off-centre vase. I must say the advice and support provided has been absolutely fantastic, so I really do appreciate that. Secondly, I recently purchased a life centre from Axminster tools, and it's a life centre that takes a variety of different heads. And when I looked on the internet about this product to try and find out information about it, there didn't seem to be a lot out there. So I thought it might be appropriate for me to do a quick video about the product, showing you the various different heads and a possible option to enhance the product going forward. So I'll see you in a bit. So the basic product comes with obviously a life centre. The diameter of the body of that is about 1.5 inches, and an extraction ring on the end which is about 1.25 inches, and it comes with 3 heads. Now each of the heads has got a shaft on it, and each shaft has got a slight taper on it, and the head just slots into the end of the life centre like that. Now that head is about 3/8 of an inch in diameter, so it's like a small point, and enables you to really get into the end of a piece of wood with the life centre revolving. This head is, I think they call it a small pipe centre, and I'm not too sure what they call this head. It's got a sort of ring around it and a small point. Now, once these have been inserted and there's been a lot of pressure put on them, you can't pull them out easily. So this is what the extraction ring is for here. So you use one of these levers and put that bar in there, and then just take it off like that, and it frees it up. Now, if you go for the enhanced product, it comes with 3 additional heads. Now, I think they call this one a conical head, which is quite useful for if you're making a sphere, perhaps, something like that, or you could actually put a ball in there, so if you turn in a cup or something like that, that might come in useful. Also, there's a little mini face plate which you can screw onto a piece of wood. It also comes with a screw down the centre, so that might be useful. And it also comes with a large pipe centre. That is about 1.5 inches in diameter. The small face plate is about 1.125 of an inch in diameter. Likewise, the conical shape is about 1.125 inches. Now, I found that there's a bit of a design fault with this. All of these heads work great from what I can tell, apart from this one. Because if you put this on here, the extraction ring doesn't come out far enough to extract the head. So that's a bit of a problem. So I think if I'm using this head in future, what I'll do is just put a washer at the back here and insert it onto the life centre. Then at least I can extract it in the normal way. Now, the other advantage with this particular product is the thread on the end. Now, the whole of that spins, so in theory what you could do is you could create your own heads that have been tapped Now that thread is 3/4 of an inch by 16 TPI, and I noticed our DG tools provide some taps, so I bought a set of 3, and I think these were about £15, but they will tap threads which will fit that. So what I'll do is I'll get changed and go to the lathe, and we'll have a go at making our own head to attach to this. So I'll see you in a bit. So this is just a piece of scrap pine that was kicking around the workshop. So I'm just going to true up the ends. So now I'm just going to drill a 16mm hole. Okay, so this is the 3/4 of an inch 16 TPI tap. This is the first of 3, so it's the threads on the end are very shallow. So it's just a matter of really locking the spindle on the lathe and using a spanner or something just to turn this in and putting a bit of pressure on the end. So that didn't work out very well. It has created some threads in there, and the threads further down are better than the ones on the outside. So what I'm going to do is have another go, and I'm going to try putting some CA glue in before I start threading. So we'll see how we get on. Okay then, so this is attempt number 3. I've come to the conclusion that pine just isn't suited for threading, so we're going to give it a try with this piece of elm. Put some CA glue in first. Okay, so we'll give it another try. Okay, that's a little bit better. What I shall do is put some more CA glue in it and then give it another try with that tap. Okay, so having applied the CA glue, I've used the tap again to rethread, and it seems a lot better. the threads on the outside edge are still not great, so what I'll do is part off maybe 1/4 of an inch to get to the better threads inside. I'll reduce this diameter with a spindle roughing gouge and I'll part it off. So the threads have worked out really well. It's not 100% symmetrical, but I think we can address that problem once we connect the other piece to it. So this is another scrap piece of wood, so what I'm going to do is to make a dovetail for this to fit into it, and I'll use the dovetail to reverse mount it on the chuck and do a curve on this side. Okay, so that's the dovetail created. So that'll fit into the dovetail, so we're going to glue that in at some point. So I'm just going to reverse mount it on the chuck and shape this side, make a bit of a cove, and then we'll join it all together. So now, in order to try and get all this symmetrical, I've obviously mounted that on the 4-jaw chuck, and the connector to the life centre I've attached. So now I'm going to hot glue this to this. Some hot glue in there. The centre up, put a bit of pressure on it. Now I'm going to hot glue around the edge. Now if this runs true, I'll be absolutely amazed. So just need to leave that to set for 5 or 10 minutes. And so, just to prove it's symmetrical, well, that was an interesting little exercise. So what have I learned? I suppose first of all, tapping threads I found quite difficult. Maybe I went wrong initially by trying to tap into pine. The elm worked a lot better, but maybe tapping into side grain might be better than tapping into end grain. I'm not too sure. The other thing I learned was the multi-tip life centre is quite a versatile accessory, but I think it could be improved upon. If they gave the ability to be able to lock the head, I guess that would make it into a drive centre, and that would allow you to, when you're making these bespoke heads, allow you to turn it a lot more accurately. But having said that, I think the ability to actually create your own heads is really good. So there you go. So I hope you found the video informative. If you've got any help and advice, please drop me a message, because all your feedback is very much appreciated. So I'll see you later.